Hello everybody, this is Shankar from System-Based Labs. Welcome back. So far we have explored how systems evolve from automation to intelligence to autonomy. But now it is time to see something real. Not concepts, not isolated components, but a complete enterprise agent system working as one, because understanding pieces is one thing, but seeing how they come together, that is where architecture begins. So let me walk you through this. Imagine an enterprise system. A request comes in. It could be a customer query, a financial transaction, or a document processing. In a traditional system, this would trigger a predefined workflow. But here, something different happens. The system does not look for a workflow, it looks for intent. The request is interpreted, not just processed. The system asks, what is the outcome I need to achieve? And from that moment, everything changes. The first thing that activates is reasoning. The system begins to think. It evaluates the request and understands context. It considers possible actions. This is not hard-coded logic. This is dynamic decision making. Now, as the system begins to act, it reaches into its memory. Not just data storage, but contextual memory. What has happened before? What patterns have we seen? What worked? What failed? This memory shapes the decision. Now the system is not reacting blindly, it is acting with awareness. Then comes execution. The system selects tools. It may call an API, trigger RPA workflow, query a database, or initiate a business process. But notice this carefully. The system is not following a fixed path. It is choosing its path based on context and intent. Now, while all of this is happening, there is another layer working silently. Control. Guardrails are active. Every action is evaluated. Is this allowed? Is this compliant? Is this within defined boundaries? If something goes outside acceptable limits, the system adjusts or stops. This is what makes the system safe. Now let us go deeper. As the system executes, it continuously observes itself. Every action is tracked. Every decision is recorded. Every outcome is measured. This is observability, not as monitoring, but as awareness. Now something powerful happens. The system reflects. It compares outcomes with intent. Did we achieve the goal? Could this have been done better? And that reflection feeds back into the system, improving future decisions. Now we are no longer looking at automation. We are looking at a system that learns, a system that adapts, a system that evolves over time. And throughout this entire process, humans are not removed. They are elevated. They do not execute tasks. They guide the system. They define intent, set boundaries, and monitor outcomes. And when needed, they intervene. This is collaboration between humans and intelligent systems. Now step back and look at the full architecture. A request enters. Intent is understood. Reasoning evaluates options. Memory provides context. Tools enable action. Guardrails ensure control. Observability tracks behavior. Feedback drives improvement. And the system continues. Not as a static workflow, but as a living architect. This is what enterprise systems are becoming. Not pipelines, but ecosystems. Not instructions, but intelligence in motion. So here is the truth. If you are still designing workflows, you are building for the past. If you are designing systems that think and evolve, you are building for the future. And that is enterprise agent architecture. Now, in the upcoming videos, we will go even deeper into how these systems are designed, scaled, and governed. So you are not just seeing the architecture, you are preparing to build it. This is Shankar from System-Based Labs. Good luck and go build systems that do not just execute, but truly operate.